Hey, what's going on, everyone? When did I start streaming on Instagram? Yesterday. I started incorporating Instagram to our multi-streaming. Um, the last couple days have been having some issues with like dropping frames and just like the stream kind of crashing. So hopefully today goes smooth. Um, if you're new, just tuning in, we're just kind of hanging out. It's Sunday morning. I have a lot to do today. I actually have a bit of client work that I picked up, so be happy for me. But we'll only be able to stream for like an hour or two, just a little bit of ink warm up because all the commission work that I have is digital. So I'm gonna be off the inks today for a bit. Yeah, I have at the moment everything looks good. I moved some settings around. I don't think it's a hardware problem on my computer. Um, I think I just had to. It's been a while since This is gonna sound weird. It's been a while since I've unplugged my modem and router, and it could build up. You need to kind of clear it out every now and then. So I was just like, I hope that's the issue. Hope it's something that dumb, you know? Because the past couple weeks that we've been back streaming, I've been we've been streaming at 60 FPS just to test it out because bought a new graphics card, so I just kind of want to abuse it because I paid for it, right? So I just want to abuse the shit out of it. Justice, what's going on? Welcome everyone. The Twitch chat, the YouTube chat, the Instagram chat, the TikTok chat. Picarto. Funny enough, the only service that we're not streaming to right now is Twitter because they changed it so you have to have like a premium account to be able to add like to live stream to them. But Justice, how's it going? Thank you for that Twitch follow. I appreciate it. Since we are on Instagram and YouTube and Twitch, there. No naked people. We'll get in trouble. you know, crazy. Some drawings will get you taken off. Was it Tim got his whole YouTube channel got wiped. I found that out a couple weeks ago, but um one of our fellow artists who does a lot of study work, Tim, his whole YouTube channel got shut. I think it was because he was doing, you know what? I think he had some lewd, not just like figure drawing, not just like what do you call it? Not just like nude figure drawing. He was like, I think he had like lewd stuff. Yeah. Anyway, just doing a lazy day and getting ready for the week. I don't actually remember Justice. I don't know exactly what it was, but Pointy Chins, isn't that Cypress series? I don't know if Malcolm's gonna be here, but Malcolm had mentioned something about we were talking about like how to drawing particular fashion, drawing clothes on characters, and he had brought up capris, and I was just like, damn. I remember when I was younger, I also used to dig chicks in capris. I don't know why. Stream looks good so far. Welcome everyone. My bad. The past 2 days we've been having a lot of technical difficulties with streaming, but everything looks steady now. We changed some settings and we'll be fine. What's jeez. So I was talking about it yesterday, but we got cut off on stream. I hurt myself. I hurt myself pretty bad at the gym, but I don't want to tell my wife because for the past couple weeks, so I have her. We're doing physical therapy for her. So after her treatment, she needed a lot of like time and to recover, and so we finally got her like building muscle back up. But luckily, I got my fat ass back into the gym, right? And um, sometimes I'll have solo sessions because she can't go as frequent as I can. But she tell me she's just like, hey, you better take it easy. You're not young anymore. You've been out the gym for like a year and a half. Don't get back in there too hard. I was just like, shit, she doesn't know what she's talking about. About like 2 days ago, I heard the shit out of my arm. It's the arm that I dislocated my shoulder a couple of years ago. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I think it was like 20. I think it was like 2019, right? I dislocated my right shoulder really bad, so I couldn't even work. Like I had to learn how to draw with my left hand just so I could get work done, or else I was yeah. Yeah, Jory, what's going on? Um, yeah. Anyway, if I put too much stress, if I put too much stress on yeah, if I put too much stress on that shoulder, my right shoulder, it's the one I draw with too. If I put too much stress on it, it'll still like click all the time. Um, and I've been doing a lot of like calisthenic stuff, and I don't know, I just hit it wrong, man. And it's just been aching. I need to take an ibuprofen, but it's in the bedroom and she's asleep, so I don't want to go wake her up. Jory is asking how I'm doing. I'm doing all right. I'm doing well. We're just kind of goofing off this morning. Welcome everyone. Welcome Instagram. If you guys don't know, if my Instagram people here don't know, I actually stream on Twitch and YouTube. If it's more convenient for you to watch on Instagram, that's cool. But I have like the HD versions of these streams available on Twitch and YouTube as well. Oh, the my Twitch people, we have a new community channel points challenge. I think we're more than halfway through. If you guys on my Twitch, if you guys can complete that community channel points challenge, we'll do a 12-hour minimum 12. We'll go over 12 hours most likely, where it'll be like a spooky stream. I have a cosplay that I've had for like 2 years that I never got to wear, so I'm gonna wear that on stream. And then we're actually gonna be taking that time to study like spooky stuff, like body horror. We're gonna there's like ways to illustrate phobias. Basically, it's a giant stream that's gonna make you all nauseated. So that'll be fun. Yeah. Anyway, so thank you for putting points into the community channel points challenge on Twitch. Yeah. So if we complete that on Twitch, I'll still multi-stream it here to like Instagram and YouTube. But if you want to, that's on Twitch. Someone's asking, I'm into calisthenics now. I've been into calisthenics. I used to do a lot of heavy lifting because you guys know about my brother, fucking professional world champion power lifter, man. Uh, we used to do heavy lifting with him, and as time went on, it was just hard. Like I had bad, like most artists, because most artists are like really out of shape, overweight. Um, I have really bad sleep apnea, so I decided to start kind of like lightening up my weight. Um, and that really got me into calisthenics. So yeah, I prefer it now. I prefer a lot of stuff now that I used to really suck at. So for example, I um I used to be horrible at running, so I made it a point to intentionally run a lot. Um, Now it's like one of my favorite things to do. Um, Pull ups, monkey bars, calisthenics in general. I actually, I don't know if you guys notice, I'm at a standing desk. I stand for like, I think it's easier to count the hours of the day I don't stand, which in itself is might be troublesome in the future. So my artists here in the chats, what do y'all do to keep yourself active? I've always been a pretty active person, so I it was never really a challenge for me. Like sometimes I will have conversations with specifically people who like want to sell an artist alley because you're at your table for like 10 hours for 2 to 3 days in a row. And I stand at my table the whole time because I feel like it helps me interact with the customers better. But there's some people who physically can't. Now a younger version of me was very just like, well then fucking lose some weight. But like I think as I get older, I'm a little, what's the word? Empathetic towards people. Yeah. Justice says, on a side note, you're needing to work on mech sci-fi drawing for Inktober. Um, working in the childcare industry. Hey, so for Inktober, what are you using a different set of prompts and not like um, the official prompts? Oh, you said you always knew about the weight training. Yeah, yeah. That's like when I was younger, my body could handle that stuff. Um, yeah, I was not kind to my body in my 20s. Now I'm definitely feeling it now in my. I'm not even old, but I'm just saying my older age. As I get older, I could already feel it. Nice figure drawing. Oh yeah, thank you. We're just kind of goofing off right now. I have a lot of client work that I have to do today, and those are all digital. And I can't stream them because it's all NDA stuff. So, uh, I just want to hang out. We're only going to be here like maybe an hour or two, just kind of warm up and do some stupid sketches. Ooh, that's an ugly hand. Dude, what's going on, man? Here in the I was gonna say YouTube, the Instagram. My bad. I have like four chats pulled up right now. How's it going, dude? Tried reaching me a few times. Oh yeah, what happened? You talking about through text message? Yeah, man. I missed out on the San Jose show. I missed out on doing the San Jose show, so I couldn't catch you there. I had some family stuff I had to take care of, and then I didn't make it out to New York because my fucking flight got canceled. Yeah, I missed Anime NYC because I couldn't just wasn't gonna make it there on time. Like I would have got there end of day on like Saturday, so then I would have spent Sunday, which is the last day to con, to set up, sell, and then break down. and some of Sunday I was scheduled to work at the Copic booth, and I'm like, I'm not gonna fly all the way to New York to have like 5 hours of sales and then fucking go home. Like, nah, I'm good. Yeah. But how's everything been, man? Just are you still out? Like what's your con schedule looking like or your show? I know you don't do only cons, you do a lot of like festivals and stuff. What's your schedule looking like the rest of the year? Because mine is looking AMT. I think I have Reno. No, yeah, wait. My next one is I have like a 1 day show in Lodi, which is Lodi, California, a really small show. And then Reno, and I think that's it. Penguin, what's going on? Agency, creativity, cons, Instagram. Oh, I see. Penguin in the Twitch chat said sing. I was like, who told you? So we have someone in the. All right, so Instagram. Next time you go out is GalaxyCon. GalaxyCon in Columbus. All I know is that I've been rejected to a lot of the cons that I applied for in 2025 or early 2025 rather. Like some of them have sent out their letters already, and I've gotten a no from everyone, which actually is fine. I need to look. It's one of those things where I need to you know how before everything that happened with you guys know what I'm talking about. I was actually almost completely done with cons, and then I kind of had to go back for medical bill problems, and I keep signing up and going back, and I need to just stop. Like I'm just like, all right, I'm using them as like a crutch, so it's actually probably working out for the best that I'm getting turned down for the shows next year. I need to stop. Plus, I need to be home more. Um, so okay, so Mega Soma Knight in the Twitch chat is asking, is it even worth paying social media apps for promotions? I have never paid for social media promotions. So I can't say whether or not they work. Uh, then again, I don't really have a high reach on any social media. So I'm like the wrong person to ask for that stuff, dude. Like for real. Like I'm not the right person to ask. You need to ask somebody who has like hella followers if it was worth it. But then if you no, you need it. Okay, I gave you the wrong answer. You need to ask everybody, and then get the average answer. Because if you ask only people who are like really popular, of course they're gonna tell you that it went well for them. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm the wrong person to ask. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. Good to see you, Alex. Hey, what's going on? So you're working on filling up your schedule for next year, this year, but waiting for acceptances or rejections. It's a waiting game. Yeah, huge waiting game. I actually applied for the first time to like a Filipino event, and normally I don't like to. It's not that I don't like to. I tend not to gravitate towards events that are just like, hey, you Filipino, bro? I'm Filipino too. Come over and do this event. Like I don't really care for those things. Not that I'm against it. I feel like it's like a very small, like it's a good dedicated crowd, but I feel like such a small crowd. Even though I know Filipinos hella hype, especially in the Bay Area. So I applied to one and I got turned down, and I was like, oh, fuck y'all. uh, what's your stock of items for conventions lately? You guys know what I bring to conventions. Those those collages, those fan art collages. I've been it's been fun that I've been taking traditional art commissions at oh, excuse me. I've always taken traditional art commissions at conventions, but the past summer I've been taking graphite commissions, and those have been really fun. But in regards to prints and stock inventory, I bring those big collage drawings. You know, the every Pokemon drawing, the every Dragon Ball character drawing. Yeah, I have nine products in two different sizes. So I only have 18 different things that I sell at conventions. How many do I usually print off? Ah, dude, I print in bulk because I only have those nine different pieces of art that I sell at cons. Hold on, where I forgot we're on Instagram. I gotta give everybody chonies because we're on Instagram and YouTube, and you know how they are. Everyone's gotta have underwear, even though these are figures and there's no nudity. Don't matter. We already got kicked off TikTok once. Uh, oh, you're doing a bunch of GalaxyCon shows next year. That's good. So anyway, so Justice is asking in regard. So Justice in the Twitch chat is asking in regards to my convention prints. What do I? How many of each do I usually make copies of? That's gonna vary depending per person. So my number's not gonna be the same as your numbers, as that person's numbers, that person's numbers. I have nine different designs. I print like the 11 by 17s. I'll bring like 100 of each. Um, a little bit more for the Pokemon and the Dragon Ball, and lately the Digimon because they sell the like the higher sellers. Um, when I send them off to go get printed for production, I like to bring my costs down by printing like 300 of each because I just do it like once or twice a year. No, not that infrequent, but you get what I'm saying. Um, yeah, but I could do that because you know how some people in the artist alley they have like a giant wall of like 85 different prints. You know, they can't bring 100 copies of everything. So I can't even like I don't even know how people manage that. It's like so much inventory. I'm over here with like nine different pieces of art, and I'm just like fumbling over myself already. Like I don't know how to handle all of this. So back to you were talking about GalaxyCon. I know that most of their shows are East Coast based, right? So I think that's perfect for you. I do better at anime shows anyway. That's why, like, like I had to take care of family stuff. That's why I couldn't go to GalaxyCon San Jose. But honestly, I didn't miss it. Like mentally, I didn't give a shit. uh, Ozzy on YouTube is asking how I'm doing. I'm doing well. How are you doing? So good morning, everyone. For everyone who's just joining in, um, just kind of getting the day started. So what we're doing, what we normally do, if you're new to the live streams, is um, we kind of just hang out and sketch while I warm up, and then when I'm done sketching and warming up here on stream, I actually have client work that I go do. So uh, we just kind of like to hang out. If that's your cup of tea, if you have any art questions, I'm here. Otherwise, just come chill with us. I'm mute. No, no, I don't think so. I mean, unless no one can hear me, because then other people would let me know. Oh, I can hear now. Okay. My favorite cosplay at these conventions. I've been to like over 200 conventions. It's hard for me to pick like a favorite. I do know that one that I think like has kind of stuck around in my memory was I think it was really 2016. I can't remember. It was NerdCon, which is no longer around. Um, it was like an Optimus Prime, which back then that was really cool because it was huge. It was on stilts and everything. Probably quaint by today's standards because of the kind of crazy cosplays that people have now, cosplays, 3D printed stuff. But it was like handmade Optimus Prime. It was like on stilts. It was dope. Yeah, and that was one of the earliest shows that I did. That's my one of my first times seeing like a big cosplay, and it's Optimus. So in regards to favorite, I just like the ones that are more handmade. Um, and I have friends who are like professional cosplayers and they 3D print their stuff, but they do design it. Like they go into ZBrush and they make the 3D models and all that stuff. Ah, micro headphones. Kept trying to raise your volume. You know what? No, I don't know. Hmm. Okay, hold on. Let me check my settings. If it's happening to more than one person, then it's me. My audio's fine. I could adjust the gain on my mic. It's already cranked up pretty high, but I'll crank it up a little bit more. There you go. Does who live stream? The cosplay. Ah, I don't know. Oh, you're talking about my friends who cosplay. No, some of them have YouTube channels, but I don't think they stream their stuff. But yeah, my point was, I know that a lot of the 3D printed cosplay items now are designed by the artists, or yeah, by the cosplayers. Like, um, but still, if I had to pick, I like janky looking cosplays. I like the janky ones that look like they were taped together and put. You know what I mean? Like those are my favorite ones. Any advice for mech designs? Designs. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I, for stuff like that, like getting good at industrial design. Well, no, you're asking about design, not like. I think it would just best to go find the artists who have the style that you like and just go study their work. Loud and clear. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know that the if the volume is low. I appreciate y'all letting me know. It also helps. Like sometimes I'm like hiss. Other times I'm like all the way over here. So, all right, Jory. Thank you. That's shoulder and back. Hello, Instagram chat. I've only recently hopped onto streaming on Instagram. Like, we're multi-streaming, obviously. So I've only recently added Instagram to that. So, welcome. Pretend that page never happened. Some big gorilla hands. Hope everyone's having a, well, either productive or restful weekend. Okay, I am so glad that they got to you. When I got the email saying that they didn't arrive, and then I checked the tracking on it, and it said that they arrived like week beforehand. I was like, shit. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Over the summer, I did like over 100 graphite commissions. Um, I switched from doing Copic commissions to graphite just for fun because I got bored of working on Copics. I had a, I realized like when you get good at a particular, because you know how traditional art has a look that digital doesn't have. There's just like a tangible feeling to it. A lot of the times, and I've gotten so good with blending with my Copics, not to like not to like brag. That's not what I mean. My point is like, after a decade of using them, you think you'd get good at them, right? So I get so good with blending with my Copics that it's so smooth that I feel like it loses a lot of that like tangible like imperfection to it. So I switched over to doing the graphites because I was like, well, this has that more, that traditional feel to it. And now I think people agree because my demand for those graphites is like through the roof versus what I was doing with the Copics. You're partial to traditional? Yeah, yeah. I'm primarily traditional, but I mean, even the Copic stuff that is traditional, but it's when it's so clean, it almost loses that look. So it's kind of like, what's the point? Just pay someone for digital if you're gonna go over that point. Anyway, my point is I had a lot of fun switching over, and I appreciate everyone who picked up a commission over the summer, and that's probably gonna stick around for a while. Seven shots in the chat. What? Love your style. Thank you. I appreciate that. So if the people in the Twitch chat are able to, we have a community channel points thing going on Twitch. Um if you have any spare channel points on Twitch, you can go ahead and put them towards the big old pot. And if we can get to the goal, we're gonna do a 12-hour. It'll be minimum 12, but we'll probably go over 12 hours. Like it'll be like a spooky stream. I'll cosplay. Uh, and then we'll do some studies about like body horror and like go over things that are like that are unsettling to look at, and we'll see if we can like kind of add that to our visual library, and you know what I mean. So that'll be a really fun study session rather. And yes, well, once the Twitch chat comes through with that goal, we will multi-platform stream it. So even here on Instagram and YouTube, will and TikTok if you're in the TikTok chat. Um, we'll still stream the that study session to those other platforms too. Oh shit. All right, what do we got? We have what, 71%? Uh-huh. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Yeah, 12-hour stream income. It's all right. 12 hours is nothing. 12 hours, not even, that's not even 13 hours. It's not a big deal. It's easy work, right? Based, how's all the art studies been? I haven't been too active on social, but every time I open my whatever, swear to God, your stuff pops up. It's just like the first thing that pops up every time. You always got yourself a new book, which is good. Just how's all that going? You're on that grind. Got some good critique these past few months. Are putting in the work finally. Nice, dude. That's fun. So in regards to studies, what are you like like prioritizing? It looks like character design, right? Because the field that you want to go into, the like the what was I gonna say, like the industry field that you want to go into. You're doing a lot of character design work. Yeah, I think in the field that you're going into, story story over anything, right? You didn't want to try to network at TwitchCon this weekend? You're doing gesture drawing for the first time? Nice. That's fun. Using you like doing 2 minutes per pose using box and stick figures, though you're trying to look for the reason why gesture drawing is important, and why it is the first step into drawing the human pose. Oh, well, I mean, like everything. Like, so when you're doing your gesture drawing, you always start with your line of action, right? Like these sketches that I'm doing, they would benefit greatly if I started with like a line of action, right? So like for this one. So before I put down the line of action, I wanted to show you what I was gonna do with this, just to show that I had an idea. This person's beat up. They got Anthony Joshua. Oh, you didn't get a table? All right, so hold on. Someone on the Instagram was asking about the Patreon tiers. Yeah, basically the $10 tier, which is a super duper limited select like amount of spots. Um, that gets you like an ink sketch. That's on like a little 4x6 card, and I actually ship it out to you. I don't know how many spots we have open for that one. I know somebody dropped recently, so we might have a slot. But yeah, it's an actual sketch. See, this would have benefited. Hold on, I gotta give her some chonies, or else we're gonna get in trouble by the internet people. See, this would have benefited greatly if I had done also one if I didn't rush it. But so let's say if I had actually took my time with this drawing, could have came up with like a line of action, right? So did the other like the higher end tier, the big one? Um I can't even remember. It's been so long since somebody signed up for that one. um if I all right. Yeah, so for the it should be the Shikishi tier, the Shikishi board tier. Um and I'll get to the gesture question really hold on real quick. Oh, I don't have them on like with me here. They're like on the other side of the room. So they'll be on a Shikishi board and you pick the character that you want on it. And that's a full illustration. Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's not like the graphite look. Unless you specifically want that, I can do graphite on the Shikishi board if you prefer. But normally, when people get the Shikishi boards, it comes with like the full alcohol ink. So it's all traditional art, but you get to pick what's on it. Okay, so the question was the why when you're doing your gesture drawings. It's because like everything, you want everything to look interesting. Like everything has to have some kind of movement. Otherwise, all your characters will look kind of stiff, like how my character is looking here. So like let's say that was the line of action. So right now, if we were to reverse engineer this, it really looks like it's a pretty flat, right? So it has like this look to it, just like that. Versus if had it gone this way, which was my original intention. Before you interrupted me and messed me up, this is your fault, not mine. It just makes things look more interesting. That's kind of the best way to describe it. Because otherwise everything looks stiff. That's like the long short answer of it. Another good exercise, since you're doing the figure drawings, you know, like if you're creating your own, if you're creating your own poses, that's one thing. Or so if you're creating your own poses, you tend to like start with some really exaggerated line, right? And then you're gonna build on top of that line. Another exercise you could do is if you're doing like figure drawing already and there's images provided for you, see if you could reverse engineer and ID the line of action in those drawings that, or excuse me, those references that you're looking at. So go back and forth, back and forth. You should be able to make your own, and you should be able to ID them on other things that you look at. Thanks for that Twitch follow. That's a bad example. Bad example. Ignore that one. Base says didn't get a table, but they wrote you 2 months ago like it was gonna get in. All these cons hate you. Nah, man. You know, competition to get into cons is just crazy now, man. Are you gonna be at Lodi next week? Offload some product. But yeah, I again, Shiro, I do appreciate you signing up for the Shikishi board tier on the Patreon. I don't get too many people who sign up for that tier. My Patreon's actually very, very, very limited. I don't want it. I know some people's Patreons take over their entire lives. I don't want to do that. I just want it's like an access point for people to get traditional art from me. I don't really promote it a lot either. So if you find my Patreon, that's pretty cool. I appreciate it. Um, so basically, how that's going to work is the first of the month. That's when you'll get charged, and then after you're charged, I'll write you on Patreon, and then you just tell me what you want. like character, if you want it done in graphite, like your previous commissions, or if you want it done in like the alcohol ink, the Copic markers, I can do that. So you pretty much have all the control. But on the first of the month, so October 1st is when it'll first happen or first charge, and then we'll go from there. Why art is taking over? Ah, man, look, I wasn't gonna say nothing. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I can't articulate how I want to say this. I'm not gonna say it. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm gonna say. So I'm not gonna say it right now. I can't articulate it in a way that's not gonna get me in trouble. So I just. But yeah, I'll see you at Lodi, man. I'll see you. I'll see you there. Shit. You know what I'm talking about. So, see, I'm about to segue into an ad, but it's only fun because the ads work on Twitch and YouTube. I can't run the ads on the other platforms, so that kind of sucks. Normally, I'll drop the ads and just kind of goofball everyone. So, I'm actually gonna go get some water. Uh, be back in like 3 minutes. All right, and then we're just gonna keep on sketching, warm up. This is still just like warm up sketching until we have to go and work on my actual paid project. So, 3 minutes. Be right back.